Hello all, this is James Johnson, aka Sulfurblade, and I'm here to do another short and simple Fishing Planet video where I want to help you guys find the elusive freshwater drum at the Mudwater River map. So this is the second map that you get to go to after Lone Star, and pretty much the king of this map is the freshwater drum, though you can get some fairly decent catfish here too, as well as bullheads. Now, actually, before I show you how to catch the freshwater drum, I'll just show you how to accomplish your panfish mission that you may or may not have. So the panfish mission is actually really easy. Start over here on the default peg where the game wants to start you, right here. Then turn this way and see those bulrushes right there? Just cast right here with your depth below your bobber set to about 20 or 30, not very deep, but deep enough, and use bread. Bread is the cheapest bait in the game, and bread literally will catch every single panfish on the list, and the catfish, and the bullhead, all by casting at that location. You never have to cast anywhere else, and you never have to use another bait than bread, and you can eventually finish the panfish mission with the cheapest bait in the game. Anyway, so that's the panfish mission. Let's get back to... Why am I moving? I don't think that's a good idea. Yeah. That's why I wasn't moving. So now we're right over here. You can easily recognize this location by those sticks that coming out of the water there. Just for your information, casting around those sticks there is a great location to catch the bowfin. It's also not too bad for pickerel, and you'll catch a few bass there too. But if you want bass, coming down here to the end of the route around this stick and these lily pads is pretty much your best location to cast for bass with spoons and or bass jigs and or even topwater. Topwater is actually really good here. But back to the point of the video. So we're here at this peg, if you will, and I like to aim for not the tree straight across, but the tree a little bit further up towards the starting location on that side of the map. That one, right there. And I'll just throw it out there, a good distance, but not completely across. Because honestly, the fish that we're fishing for is going to be kind of in the center of the river. It's not really hanging out on the edges. The reason it seems like it's on the edges is because if you're either standing on the bank we're standing on, or you can actually do this from the bank across the way and cast towards where I'm standing, your bait will eventually float towards the center of the stream naturally, and it'll drift into the into the fish zone, if you will. So that's why I cast a little bit upstream like this, to give the bobber and the bait the opportunity to drift into the target zone. I have a max depth below the bobber, 98 inches all the way. You can't get any deeper below the bobber. That's the setting. We're using a number 2 hook and small minnows. There's several other different baits that you could use. Heck, you could use bread. Though with bread you're going to catch everything under the sun, and I do mean everything, but you'll be economical that way because bread's pretty cheap. Small minnows, you risk the danger of catching crappie, and a crappie will generally pay for a small minnow, so it's not a horrible trade-off. You could use shrimp. Shrimp's actually really effective here too, but shrimp, I believe, is a little more costly than the small minnows, and so I tend to go for the economical over the extreme best bait, because then the next best or the next best can be far more economical, and really it'll tend to perform almost as well. So the bobber is drifting into the target area. One of the problems that you will have with using the small minnows is that you need to use a heavier bobber. There we go. We got a fish on, and it's a big one. So we've either got a catfish or bass or the target we're after. And yes, it's the freshwater drum. That's exactly the guy we want. And so, better than how our pickerel went in the last video I made, the freshwater drum worked with the video and allowed it to be successful. Thank you, Mr. Freshwater Drum, for not making me look stupid. Alright, all. I think I have covered most of the topics that are of concern for Mudwater River and accomplishing the missions that are here. So you have missions to catch some bass. I showed you the good spots to cast for bass. You have the mission to catch all the panfish, which include the catfish and bullhead for some reason, even though they're not catfish. And I showed you where to do that with bread. And now I just showed you how to catch the freshwater drum, which is probably the creme de la creme of the fish that you can catch at this particular map. I call that a successful video, folks. So, until the next time, all, please leave a like and subscribe if you're enjoying my content. And if so, yeah, leave a like and subscribe, as I just said. And until next time, all, peace.